Again. Oh, good. So, Courtney, making us stew. Okay, so let me catch you up on. Here I have a ground beef. Ground beef is pretty much done. This is zucchini strips, right? And on the side of the ground beef, I got it to the side. I also have sausage, smoked pork, smoked sausage. I cut them in cubes because you don't have to do this, but it's my preference when I eat stew or whatever. I like to eat spoon size and try to get every taste of it in every spoon. So I cut them up in chunks. So we don't want it to cook as much. We do want to brown them on out. Now here, I got a pot that you want to put in. I have a can of diced tomatoes or rotel. So go ahead and put the whole can in it. Okay, like that. Okay, and I've been cutting up my zucchini. I just do them half. You can cut them up in this, but that's just too much. So I cut them up in like little halves. One would be enough because me, I'm just making a little bowl, and a half a onion, right? Okay. Now tomato paste, right? Go ahead and put the tomato paste in there. The tomato paste ain't gonna hurt nobody. Remember, this is stew, not soup. So stew is supposed to be thick. Keep that in mind. Soup is not that thick. Stew is thick, right? Like a so easy cake. So keep that in mind when you're making stew, not soup. This is a big difference. And this the heat is ready. You know, go ahead and turn it off. No, instead of turning it off, just go ahead and put out onions. I should have put it in sauce. You get it softened. Over. That's gonna cook up all the flavor. I'm gonna dump that in here anyway. You have your onion powder, right? Generous amount of onion powder, it doesn't matter. Then I have some Italian seasoning. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that. About 3 tablespoons, right? Now I got stuff your mama no sodium. Go ahead and put some of that stuff your mama up in there. Okay. One cup. Cup. Four cup. That made four. Now I peel the potatoes, and I'm gonna cut the potato in cubes like I did the sweet potatoes. I'm not going to leave them whole like that, round. I'm going to cut it up in cubes. And like I said before, the reason why I cut them up, the reason why I cut them up in cubes is so I can get the taste in every bite. Get a little bit of everything in every spoon. You don't have to do anything with it. So since I'm cutting them up in cubes, this is going to be the last thing I add. You don't want it to be, pulling apart. But don't add your potatoes into the last thing. Now, now we doing something. All right, now let me see what's going on with these onions. Gotta have your onions in every dish. You gotta have your onions. If you don't have your onions, you ain't doing shit. All right, now let me go ahead and mix all that shit up. That don't matter anyway. That's the way it's supposed to look. Anyway, see all this, yeah. That's wrong. That's what you want right there. I don't know what they said, but that's what it is. All right, get a little paprika here. Just about 3 tablespoons. Got the flour. Now you gotta have the flour. That's important. Salt. Put it in your hand like this. This is the way you're supposed to measure it anyway. That much. Flour. Okay. Oh. Okay, now this is the tricky part. This could be very tricky. You don't watch yourself, right? Okay, so this is that's 1 heap flour, right? Put it in a little bit of bowl. Then there's 2 heaps. 2 heaps of flour. Okay, now this is how you make. And always add your salt. Flour doesn't have taste, so you want to go ahead and add some more seasoning to it. Seasoning to the flour, right? Okay, yeah. Powders and stuff. Okay, now after you done added all that, you did a nice little stir. Stir it like this. And you want to add enough water, a little bit at a time, just to make it a little paste, right? So you're trying to make a paste for your stew. Right? While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and put this in there because we don't want that to overcook and stuff. That'll be wrong. Go ahead and add that in there. Hot. See? Okay, back to this. So, what we're trying to do, we're trying to make a paste. So, you want it paste. See, once you put a little water in it, this is what it's going to look like. Paste, right? Okay, we know what paste look like, right? We're going to add a little more water to it. A little bit at a time. That's the secret. Don't nobody tell you that. They just tell you add the water. You add the water to it and then you just fucked it up. Okay, so that's the secret right there. That's the secret number one right there. Write that one down. There you put in parentheses on the side, witchcraft told you. Alright. So now, okay, we had to add a little bit at a time, probably like 2 tablespoons at a time, right, to make it, this is what you're trying to get. That's what you want all day right there. Okay, that's enough. You don't want, that's why you add 2 at a time. You don't want it too much. Now you're going to mess your roux up. See, can't do that. So now you go ahead and add it in your, add it in your stew. Now make a soup. It's a stew, right? Okay. Keep that in mind too. Alright, go ahead. Give it a nice little stir. And it's going to come good. It's going to come together all good. You got to wait till the flavors. Let me turn the water off. You got to wait till the flavors marinate or whatever. But you can kind of tell where it's going when you taste it. If it ain't going nowhere when you taste it, you need to add some salt or something. It ain't going nowhere. Go ahead and add your salt, baby. Can't tell where the food is going. That's a secret number 2. If you can't tell where your food is going when you taste it, go ahead and add the salt because it's gonna tell you where it's going, whether it's going in a good direction. Okay, that's enough salt, or you need some more salt, or if it's going in a bad direction, too much salt, you add water, not enough salt. I ain't gonna tell you where it's going. Okay, this is telling me where it's going right here. See what I'm saying? Okay. It's going somewhere too. Don't worry about it. I need that salt. But it's definitely going somewhere. Okay, we're at some salt. And that's why I add the salt to the flour, right? So then when you add the salt to the flour, before you add it, in your pot, you have a better direction. You can't just be going aimlessly and just add salt and stuff, don't know where it's going. No, that ain't how we do it over here. That ain't how witchcraft do it. Witchcraft got a direction. A certain direction point. And as soon as you hit that point in that direction, you'll know it. Okay. All that. Okay. Well, all I'm doing is just going ahead and adding the seasoning. Some more seasoning what I already had and some black pepper. I forgot the black pepper. And anybody that knows witchcraft taste buds knows that I love spice. So don't hold back. Don't be afraid other spices. Okay, only there to help. All right, so rice is done with turning rice off. It looks good already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We hadn't even added the zucchini yet, y'all. So, keep that in mind. The zucchini and the potatoes hadn't been added yet. This is only the rotel tomatoes, ground beef, the sausages, your seasoning. So that's all we did just now. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. Add a little water. Just a tad bit. Okay, it's coming together. This still needs some more salt. You got that flour. Anytime you add flour, you gotta have that salt. You got water. Water brings it down. Now don't add too much. You might want to just add a little bit at a time if you don't really know how to add salt to the food. Alright. Mm-hmm. Any more salt. Probably would have been too much. We're gonna add this on there anyway. Water to it. This is the part where you add your water or you don't add water or whatever. When you're tasting it. It's very important. But remember that it is supposed to be thick, right? So we don't want to add too much water, but we don't want it to be thin like some chicken noodle soup broth, right? Okay, got it. Okay, now we're gonna taste this. See? Now I need some red pepper flakes. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna put some pepper flakes in it and cumin. That's what I forgot. Cumin. So we got the red pepper flakes and a little cumin. We're gonna use just a little bit of that cumin. We're gonna use that much, but we do need a little bit of cumin in your life. Just a little tad. Go ahead and add the red pepper flakes. Just a little tad, just a little, because you just want a little bit of taste on your tongue. When you taste your spoon, when you taste your every spoonful, right? Mm-hmm. That's it right there. It's getting it. Now the direction of where it's going, the stew is going, it's coming together. That's what you want. You want it to come together, right? Come together and elope, right? Okay. Like an 18 and a 60-year-old elope, because ain't nobody gonna prove that shit. Together, coming together. Right? Coming together, coming together. That's what it's gonna do. Right? Okay. Now this is time. This is time. I'm gonna go ahead and see. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's gonna tell you the direction that you're going in. See? Now this is the perfect direction right here. All right. So you don't need to add anything else. So the soup, if you listen to the soup, is gonna tell you where your direction is. So the soup just told me, okay, go ahead and add your zucchini because your spices is perfect. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and add them in there like that. Are they already washed and everything? You can soak yours if you want, but I'm just this is for nobody's gonna eat this with me, so I'm gonna go ahead. But normally, if you feed your family, you can go ahead and soak your zucchinis overnight if you like. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add the zucchini now. Mm-hmm. A couple of the rest of these onions on here too. Now I add onions in layers because why? I learned that on YouTube. And they said that, it brings out the flavor. So that's what we're going to do. I put most of my onions in already, so I'm going to just add the rest of it. Okay. Now, we're not going to, remember, you don't want to add the potatoes in until everything is together. So, we're going to let this cook about a good 15-20 minutes, right? I probably should have used the big pot. I didn't think it was going to be as much. Okay. Mmm. Yes. Now, that's good. Okay. We don't have to add anything to it. Nothing at all. Okay, so let me just go ahead and clean up. I made a boo-boo. Giving away free secrets. They need to pay my ass. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now all we're doing is the rice is ready. This is the rice right here. So the rice is ready. All we're doing is you know waiting for this. So we can go ahead and start cleaning. Got this ready. Ready to go, honey. Ready to go. Okay. And you can add 2 potatoes. Like I said, this is only a little bit For me, a pot for me is a personal pan, personal pot. So I didn't add that much or whatever. You can add 2 potatoes. I have one small potato that I added, and I cut them up in like little cubes, you know. So, okay, I'm gonna give it a little stir again. For some reason, they decide to pop up at the top, but that's okay. Once you stir it, push them down. That's why I don't add the potatoes until the last. Make sure the zucchini is good and damn, I need to get off of there. Back in the pot. Good and done. So just push the potatoes. I mean, push the zucchinis down. They're gonna pop up. Let's push them down in there. Stay your ass down in there. All right. Now this is the time that you go ahead and put your top on there, but I'm not gonna cook it that way. I'm gonna cook it this way, and I'm gonna turn it down to about a 4, right? Turn it down to about a 4. Now it's time for a break. Of course. Of course I take cigarette. I take wine breaks. I take cocktail breaks. I take cognac breaks, whiskey breaks. Right. And this would be a good time making a beverage. You want to make your mimosa or a cocktail, a martini, something like that or whatever. It's a really good time to get your ingredients and let them marinate. Or no, or the freezer. Or soda. But I'm going to pick them in. I'm going to pick them when it's already done. And I just put it in the freezer. You want everything. When the food is ready, you want everything in one spot so it can all be done together. All you have to do is just make your food in your little bowl or whatever you want to eat it in, and then pour your juice or your beverage of your choice or whatnot. My beverage of choice right now, this present moment, has been lemonade. And I will add some cognac to it. So that's my beverage. You can do what you want. I need to add a little bit more pepper to it. Let me double check if it's spicy enough. This is around the time where, you know, you're going to know the direction that it took, right? Double check. I can taste the beef. Beef's flavorful. You can also add beef broth. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to add some more pepper. Just a little bit. If you like, you can add your rich ingredients, but not today. I'm just going to go ahead and do your rich crab, however you do it. That'll be a good time to do it. $40 boot. Uh, don't forget your bay leaf either. Bay leaves on. I'm just pushing these zucchini. I made some pork stew. I made it Friday. Mm, mm, mm. Thursday. Thursday. Y'all was dynamite. I promise you. Never had pork stew before. I saw it on the internet. Let me try it. And it came out pretty good. And pretty much all pork stew is beef stew without the green beans and the corn and all that shit. and pork. But I use the country rib without the bones, the country ribs, pork, and cut them up in cubes. And I made it that way. It's the same way you do beef stew. You just knock out all that extra shit. Making sure nothing's sticking at the bottom. Push the zucchini down. But truth be told, everything is pretty much done. You just want to bring everything together. So that's why it simmers. That's why I put it on a 4 to simmer it. 5 would be a little high. It gets the boiling. You don't want it to boil. You want it to simmer just like it is. See, it's simmering. That's what you want it to do. You want it to simmer, right? Okay. Go ahead and push those zucchinis down so they can cook. It's been about 10 minutes. Another 5 minutes, we're going to put the potatoes in because the zucchinis are almost done, right? You want to make sure that the zucchinis is done. They'll turn, they'll start turning like the rest of the vegetables. You know, when your onions, you have your onions and you're cooking your onions and they turn like translucent. So that's what we're looking for, that translucent color, not opaque. I'm going to turn it, pushing them down. Okay. That's why I don't like to use the top because I like to see it. I want to make sure I get better control over it when I watch it. Sure nothing's sticking at the bottom because your meat would stick. I don't want nothing to stick at the bottom, right? You don't stir it again. Make sure, just double check. You can't never be too sure. Look at that. That looks good. That is delicious. That looks so damn good. It's so damn good. Okay. Now, then you can add your potatoes. Okay? And after you add your potatoes, it's been about 10 minutes, y'all. 10, 15 minutes since I put the zucchini. We'll give it another 10 minutes. You don't want the zucchini to be all the way done. When you add your potatoes, you want them to be halfway done. Because depending on how big you have your potatoes. So I have the little cube potatoes, so I'm going to add in the last 10, 15 minutes of my food because it's going to be about another 15 minutes before it's done. So we're going to add the potatoes in about 10 or 15 minutes prior to it's done, right? Okay. Now, let it do what it's gonna do, then we'll be eating. Yes. On the face of this. Yep. Now this is a lemonade, pink lemonade tea. Mm. Going on. Serve from the bottom. So good. Zucchinis are almost done. And the potatoes are almost done too. But 5 more minutes and I'm going to turn it off. You don't want those potatoes to become mushy. If you cook your potatoes too much, they're going to become mushy. So about 5 more minutes, if that. While we're waiting, we're just going to go ahead and take a little sip. That's why you should be cooling your beverages. I put mine in the freezer. This is good, y'all. It's the Cavassier and pink lemonade tea. Not the pink lemonade, but the pink lemonade tea. The pink lemonade tea. Okay, let's get our bowl. Potato salad. Hit them with the good, make a nigga air fry, go for Some bitch, I know cookie. I know that's right.
I was stuck in it. Came from a chick who wanted to touch in my face, ass tight, ice, go shake, height, jury on the flashlight. I been listening last night, they don't be that good, make you wanna act right. Rough boy, you deserve to be. I know that's right. Big bad, listen, I'm the belly band, they don't never listen, I'm a artist, back on high, give it up. It's a big bag, listen, I'm the belly band, they don't never rap it back, artist, back on high, give it up. Up, 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 up.
Man, it's kind of, y'all look at it. Mmm. Good. Done. Ooh. Good. Mm-hmm. Zucchini stew. What you doing? I'm zucchini stewing.